Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. So, there you go. Take it easy on yourself today, throughout the weekend, forever in your life. Okay?
Take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy. Well, that's a wrap for Daily Dose of Vim for today. Now, time for us to cross over as we start the show right with Coffee Daily. Coffee Daily is brought to you kind courtesy Carbo Coffee.
From the MX24 studios only on the streets, East Legon, Accra, it's now time for Coffee Daily with Cowboy Coffee. Now let's take it. We're definitely going to get into what is trending on X. Loads of conversations coming up, and from Parliament to entertainment to what it's going to be on the trends this morning. But before we get into that, let's talk about something we all want, something that is success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when work gets tough, and I bet it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need somebody to be there for you, Cowboy Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that would aid kickstart your day. So whether you're working or just creating beautiful memories with friends and loved ones, Cowboy Coffee will be there with you every single moment. So no matter where you're at, as you chase us of those goals, keep Cowboy Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowboy Coffee is with you every single moment. And remember, today is World Prophet Premper Day. Okay, deal with it. Let's go to what's trending on X. Today. Hey.
Let's get into the trends, but we start off with our page MX24GH. It is on X. And embracing his passion from acting to entrepreneurship, J-Mike has shared a passionate story of how he left home to pursue acting, its implications, and eventually entrepreneurship. He spoke to Jess in LA on MX Live.
I'm consistent in this. Why my belief in this rises above every other belief system you might have. And why my confidence is totally 100%. Because they don't also understand what I endured to set myself on this path.
And that can't be bought, right?
No, it can't be bought.
Only through experience.
No conviction above all. So when I had to leave home to pursue this career, for the first 3 years, I couldn't come home. No,
you didn't talk to your dad?
No, I was homeless in a sense because there was nowhere to go.
That must have been heartbreaking for you.
Yeah, right? I mean, much more for my mom. She's late now, and there was no plan B, bro. I just had a total conviction that this is what I want to do. So yes, now to cap it with your question, that was the plan. The plan at some point, bless my mom. What she said to him at some point was that he let him go and do this. I firmly believe if he succeeds in this, every other thing that's your desire, he will also give it to you. He will also do it for himself. And that is playing out some time ago in my life where, acting, the entertainment afforded me the possibility, the open door to dream other dreams, to achieve other goals. And so the entrepreneurial output of it, the byproduct of it was from fulfilling that thing that was my singular desire. And then from there, of course, I met different men that opened different doors. And, I come from a family of predominantly businessmen. I'm an Igbo man, we're born with it. There's no DNA. I'm telling you, man, you can take the most illiterate Igbo man to a table full of Harvard graduates. And one way or the other, they'll still win the game. So, when it started coming, when the opportunities started coming, I knew what to do with it. I already had the seed fund to do it from, the blessings.
Okay. I think many people would also relate to this in a space. I don't know about, I didn't dive into the story that deep, but was his father against it?
Yes.
His father was against it?
Totally against it.
Okay, all right. So, you see, and this thing about, there's this, I don't know, there's just this thing about father and son relationship that is it's quite intense. It's
problematic.
Yes, very problematic.
But he said something in his interview that I thought was really, really profound. He said that as a father, and even now, because he's a father himself, as a father of boys, he's come to understand and appreciate what he went through. Because there are certain things that a father wants for their child. And they believe that's the right thing to do. But it's not in your position to fight for the position women have in the lives of their children. That is a friendship. You see, it is natural for a mother to be a friend of his daughter or his son. But you as a father, you are the one that creates the path. You're the one that clears the road. You're the one that straightens things. So that is your job. Focus on that. That will earn you love later in life, but not immediately. Because whilst you're straightening, it's difficult. It's hard for the weed, because let's assume the child is the weed. As you're cutting it, as you're trimming it, if it's a tree, as you're trimming it, as you're shaping it, it's hurting. It's not comfortable. They will not enjoy it with you, but that's your job. Your job is to shape them into what God has brought them to this world to do. So it's difficult, but at some points they would appreciate you, because you'd see some young boy said, oh, my dad was my hero. He calls his dad his hero. But it was not easy from the beginning, because there's a picture, there's a mental picture that God has given the father, that he's saying that, listen, this is what you're supposed to be. But the path is what he doesn't know. But so he wants to use his manly ego, which is a positive one, to shape this boy. But he wouldn't shape. He wouldn't find it comfortable. He will rebel. He would fight against it. He'll push up against it. But that is your job. You stay in line. Oh, no, that my child is too... No, stay in line. Stay with the child. Fight him and fight for him as you get them to become what the mentor... Because now, he's exactly what the dad has always wanted him to be. A businessman into construction, doing all of these things. But look at the journey they had to go on.
He had to pass through somewhere.
Exactly.
And that's what God does. I mean, I also saw a picture where it showed a clear distinction of what you think your path is going to be like.
And
it drew a straight line. For us, we think, oh, from here to, let's say, where you were sitting, I think is a straight line. But for God,
yeah. Yeah.
then you get there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, very, very, very profound, very nice. But I didn't understand something. I saw a picture of you and Ira with him.
Where is it? Where's that picture?
It was on Ira's status.
Oh, really?
And I was like, and I asked Ira, I was like, so this guy never go smile. Like, and she said it's Brandon. I said, oh, from inception.
Who is that?
Jim.
Who's smiling?
You know
I
they smile.
haven't seen that picture.
I know they smile safe.
Oh.
From inception. Since the time that my mom gave me CDs of J. Mike to watch. Jesus Christ. This guy is always...
I think his default setting is not to smile. So if you catch him smiling... If you catch him... But because I have a picture... Because the one I took with him, he was smiling.
Charlie, which can Brandon be intense like this? Like, you know, smile, he hold you like this.
Our father.
Anyway.
Father, eh?
Well, let's get into the trends now. Garnacho is trending. Of course, Manchester United on the brink of just having Sameyi inside the UEL, no? They were able to break the ice. Yes. So later on the sports, I know definitely that would be as part of our stories. Trending in Ghana, Kali, which Kali? Kali J?
Kali J, of course. Kali J's birthday is today.
Oh, his birthday is today.
Yeah, so happy birthday to.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see what people were saying. Okay. Sure.
He wrote something for us. Read that one now.
No,
send something. No, you're top.
Where?
Top.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Okay, so and the Nani Opti says anyone who want to make it and go far in life should just imitate Kali J. Lots of hate and negativity thrown at him every day, yet he keeps going higher each day. Be like him and don't about negative people. Happy birthday to you, hero Jai Jimmy.
And that's his name.
That's his God bless you. So happy birthday to Kali J. Trending in Ghana, yes, justice for Baba Sam. And I saw this somewhere, and she's been a lady, apparently she's called Baba Sam, and she's been accused, and I think there was a picture and everything about looking for her, she's wanted, and something of that sort. So, Yudia, let's get into it.
Is he the one that has a child with her that is supposed to return the child?
Yes. So, that's it. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, Bridget also says, she tagged Ghana Police Service, continue to provide protection for the wife beater. Yesterday, the police raided Baba's home, and I don't know why Ghana Police wants to help this coward to kill her. You would think Baba is an armed robber. Whichever court gave this order has left me speechless.
Let's watch the video now.
Yes. I know.
Come there 5 days, then go there 5 days. You understand? This is what happened for almost a year now. Like you forget that and go take things that. Masa, okay. Masa, only to watch him. Abrante, Prawarant, your right to enter. Momunko.
Did you hear what he said? Oh, God. Jesus. What? So how did they open the thing and enter it?
So, oh wow. So okay. Apparently she wasn't there.
She isn't in the house.
Okay. Let's see what people are saying under this post. Dapper Queen of Queen says, did he say even if they don't have a warrant, they have a right to enter?
Coward.
With Alvin says, why is the police doing this? Bridget Otu says, the man gets more money. He's paid them and some bloggers. Justice for Baba Sam, hashtag. The light Benga Kiko says, man worry, get money dear, you go get to. But if you know they careful, the beatings you go collect, Sikano dear, ubedi nanso wobedaji. All right, Oswald Cole says, what is Dovsu doing with all the reports and evidence of her abuse? Ola says, pathetic. I am Melmark says, her crime was to get married to an abusive man.
Yeah.
Mama Mate says, I have seen what women can do, so until I have the two sides of the story, I am not condemning anyone. We have physical abuse and we have other form of abuse, so I will wait till the end. Ya Chinese says, this is shameful. The Akusio Amwabia says, what is this the police are doing, Charlie? SK Blink says, so this matter no reach Professor Janie office. Abuaje Da Costa Esquire says, if it's coming from you, then I don't believe it. Pumba says, the girl no get family or something. Why are they watching this happen? Guna Rami says, I wish women lawyers come together and fight this evil man. Trillion says, there must be a lot more to this story.
Yeah, and I love the people commenting under the post. Very, very valid questions they're asking. First, doesn't she have family?
Yeah.
Wasn't this marriage under some sort of a family agreement?
Yeah.
If a court orders a child to spend time with the father and at some point spend time with the mother, even if the woman is the one being abused, I don't think the man will abuse the child, unless of course there are cases like that. She will present that part of the story. So even on her path, if a court order says that your child, a man who is abusing you, whom by the way you do not have any relationship with again, you're not supposed to have any form of relationship with again. But when it comes to the child's spending time and the child, the child spending time with the dad, that should not be part of your personal issues you have with him. That's number one. Number two, if this is getting out of hand and the man feels like he has a point, is there not a family he can go to? And even if it's the police that you want to involve, it's not a way. Because, I mean, why are they treating this child like she's a criminal?
With her pictures all over, saying that they are looking for her, she's wanted and all that. I mean, come on. Anyways, well,
Malik Basintali.
yeah, Malik Basintali. Right there, trending.
Currently one of Ghana.
Anyway, so
you want to touch on Malik a little bit for us?
there we go. Okay. All right, so TV3 GH6 taking you down memory lane. Malik Basintele's first appearance on TV. Congratulations to you on your appointment as the acting CEO of Youth Employment Agency.
Look at the picture now. You know what to look at the picture.
And the young shall grow.
Yeah, to the punch in you people.
And the young shall grow. So he says, thank you, Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We shall not fail you. Let me get under his post then. Let's see. Call Esuman says, I've just learned you went to Prempeh College. Now the affiliations will start. Yeah.
I like the way you just said it. Now the affiliations will start.
Yes, it
he
was
was
now
my
start.
friend.
He was
Maybe
my
I have his
friend.
number. We used to chat.
You used to chat.
Oh, no, from XYZ.
Why?
He used to be a panelist at XYZ.
No, now you don't chat anymore.
Oh no, is that a bit of in person?
He's youth employment.
And you have a page, Mama youth, no.
Okay. Accra Mayor says, please let Legon reduce the receipt fees. We youth need that.
Oh.
Albert Bongo Adia says, it's time to update your bio and send the boys Mumu.
What the wo?
Oswald Cole says, congratulations, sir. Expect my partnership proposals to your office soon. With Alvin says, congrats. Israel Edem Komla Gabinu says, go there and make Ghana and yourself proud. Nee says, I pick it. Congratulations,
Anka.
Malik.
Alrighty, I'm sure there's more in our stories this morning. Augustine Kobe to say will take us through our stories this morning. Be right back after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual. Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Welcome to VIP Access Podcast. The second season is here. Steady. Take a dive into the stars behind Africa's music industry. From Kenyan contemporary music to hip-hop.
No, I'm happy to be here.
Soul, South African jazz to the best in pop music. Oh my God.
Then 2022 was now the surprise, guys. I'm back. How did imagination rescue me as a kid?
The most powerful stories emerge behind the scenes.
Creativity has no bounds. Like, we are all intermingling and cross-pollinating.
I'll always be inspired if you keep on listening.
VIP Access is back like we never left.
Good morning. It's Friday, the 24th of January, 2024. You know, it's weekend already. Welcome to the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Adam Kobiti Saint. Good morning.
It's my dad's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to him. Happy birthday.
See the way I relax. Fridays we dey relax. Fridays we dey feel free.
Take it cool, you know.
So it's 24/01/24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25,
no,
actually.
25.
Oh, it's 25.
So 21, 24 plus 1 is equal to 25.
Yes.
Whatever you people go use that one for is
So today's my dad's birthday. It's our birthday.
Yeah.
It's our birthday.
And ask her where the party is. That's what we want to know. We are just interested in the party.
Now the person that is his birthday, he'll release the guest list and add to the birthday. So you can show up.
There's guest list too.
There's guest list. And I guess he ain't pay the baby. But we won't get there. When we get there, we just say, madam is here.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Oh, madam.
Special.
We are on special duties, please. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, beautiful, and very successful.
Okay.
What's in the news today?
So much is in the news. This morning we woke up to see a statement from the presidency saying that, you know what, all government institutions, they wanted an updated payroll of persons who have been added to the payroll, you know, from December 7 through till now. They want to see the full list of persons on the list. This is to ensure efficiency and, you know, appropriation of funds in all government institutions. And also yesterday in Parliament, we saw the approval of some 6 minister designates. We saw the approval of Ablaji Fagomashi, Namu Molate.
You've been approved?
Yeah.
Shit.
Namu Molate, Ahmed Ibrahim. Also, we saw Elizabeth Opariado.
Do you think that there should be, after the first vetting, there should be, why are you shaking your head? There should be some, like another phase of the, like there should be part 2 of the vetting.
Well, I think when Parliament does this thing, then that's
because I don't understand some of the approvals. So it's like, okay, you go.
For me, I saw it coming. I
want to ask, in the history of vetting, and
no, there hasn't been.
There hasn't been anyone bounced.
Well,
in terms of approval, because you go for the vetting, all right. But then when it comes to the approval...
Oh, there was one that there was a pushback.
Yes, there was one.
From Parliament. I think there was an issue.
There was one, because I remember having that conversation with someone, the person mentioned...
There was one. There was a pushback. Either
and the person was...
corruption or something like that was associated with the person.
Okay.
I would find the person's name again.
And the person was replaced?
They disapproved. In fact, the person didn't
go through vetting. He didn't go through vetting. He was disapproved of vetting.
So it looks like once you sit in that chair, you're approved.
Yeah. But then let's get into the stories, because today it's quite a lot. Now, the Office of the President has issued a directive to all heads of government institutions requesting detailed information on staff members who have been added to the payroll since December 7, 2024. Now, the request, part of ongoing efforts under the John Dramani Mahama administration, aims to maintain transparency and accountability in payroll management processes. Now, heads of government institutions are required to submit the full name, designation, employee identification number, date of appointment, and date added to the payroll for each staff member added within the specific period. Now, this information is to be submitted to the Office of the President no later than January 31st, 2025. Now, let's take a look at the statement issued by the Presidency. Now, requests for information on payroll in line with ongoing efforts to ensure the accuracy and integrity of government payroll records under the John Dramani Mahama administration. I am writing to request your assistance in providing information on staff who have been added to your institution payroll since Saturday, December 7th, 2024. You are kindly requested to submit the following details for each staff member added within the specific period. Now, the full name, the designation or job title, employee identification number if applicable, date of appointment, and date added to payroll. This information is critical to maintaining transparency and accountability in our payroll management processes. Kindly ensure that the requested data is submitted to my office no later than Friday, 31st January 2025. Should you require further clarification or have any questions regarding this directive, please do not hesitate to contact. Your cooperation in this important matter is highly appreciated, and it was signed by Julius Debra, the Chief of Staff. Now, away from that, let's go to Parliament, where Boko Central MP Mahama Ayariga has been officially appointed as the new majority leader in Parliament, succeeding Kaysel Atuforcing, who now serves as the Minister of Finance. Now, yesterday, there was a shake-up in Parliament. Now, first of all, let's go through the statement issued by the NDC party to the Speaker of Parliament, where they requested the Speaker of Parliament to formally acknowledge the reshuffle of leaders in Parliament. Now, notification of selected leaders of the Majority Caucus for the 9th Parliament. I make reference to the above subject matter and trust that this letter finds you well. In accordance with the established parliamentary procedures and practice, I write to formally inform you of the selection of the leaders of the Majority Caucus for the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Pursuant to this and following extensive deliberation by the National Executive Committee and in consultation with the NDC Majority Caucus, we have designated the following honorable members to the leadership positions on the majority front bench. Leading the majority and serving as majority leader is Honorable Mahama Ayariga, MP for Boko Central. Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable George Kweku Ricketts-Hagan, MP for Cape Coast South. Majority Chief Whip, Honorable Roxanne Nelson Kwame Eche Dafiamekpo, MP for South Dai. First Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo, MP for Adan, as well as the Second Deputy Majority Whip, Honorable Richard Echampo, MP for Bia East. Now, the National Democratic Congress, in consultation with our Majority Caucus in Parliament, has complied with all legal processes that underpin such nominations. We kindly request that you take the necessary steps to formalize these appointments in line with the established practices of the House. Please accept assurances of our highest esteem, and it was signed by Fifi Fiave Kwete. Now let's run you through the reshuffle list by now the new leaders of the majority bench in Parliament. So now the majority is going to be led by Mahama Ayariga, who is the Member of Parliament for Boko Central. Then we have Kweku Ricketts-Hagan, Member of Parliament for the Cape Coast constituency. He's going to serve as a Deputy Majority Leader. And then Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekpo, the Majority Chief Whip, Member of Parliament for so he's also going to serve as the Majority Chief Whip. Then Comfort Doyo Kujo Jansa, Member of Parliament for Adan, will serve as the First Deputy Chief Whip. And then Richard Echampong, the Second Deputy Whip, will also serve on the front bench of Parliament, and he is the Member of Parliament for the Bia East constituency. Now, the new majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, put out a statement, accepting and then making some promises to lead the majority side with dignity. And a few moments ago, I was formally chosen by my party, the National Democratic Congress, and my caucus made up of 187 members of Parliament to lead the NDC caucus in the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. I will be the majority leader and leader of government business of the 9th Parliament. Now, with humility and profound gratitude to His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, the leadership of the National Democratic Congress chaired by Honorable Johnson Esiedun Ketia and my esteemed colleagues in Parliament, I wholeheartedly accept this appointment and the confidence reposed in me. I first arrived in Parliament on January 7, 2005, and I have served in office of the President, served as Deputy Minister of State, a Minister of State, and I have been in and out of Parliament once. I have been out of Parliament once staged a return. I have been in the front bench of Parliament since I arrived here 20 years ago, but I started my career as a student leader and then an assembly member for Sabongari in the Boko municipality. Now he concludes the statement, making some comments of solidarity in pushing government business. Now, he says that as leader of the House and leader of government business, I assure the people of Ghana that consistent with the overwhelming mandate given to President John Dramani Mahama and the 187 members of this caucus, we will rigorously pursue the agenda to reset Ghana. As President John Dramani Mahama has said, these overwhelming numbers will not be abused. Even though we are an overwhelming majority, we will strive for inclusivity, consensus building, and deeply uphold the principles of probity and accountability in the fulfillment of the dreams of our founding fathers. We will foster national unity, advance democracy, and ensure equitable development. The road ahead will not be without challenges, but I'm confident that together, through constructive dialogue and mutual respect, we can overcome any obstacles and deliver on our collective vision. And that was a statement put out by the majority leader who was announced in Parliament yesterday, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, Member of Parliament for the Boku Central constituency. Now, the former minority leader, Dr. Kaisel Atto-Forsing, has highlighted his accomplishment during his tenure as the majority leader. Now, Dr. Atto-Forsing, who has been elevated to the position of the finance minister, has been succeeded by Mahama Ayariga, the Member of Parliament for Boku Central. Now, reflecting on his leadership in Parliament yesterday, Dr. Atto-Forsing noted that the caucus provided critical alternatives to government policies, resulting in sufficient savings for the nation. He also highlighted their role in advancing groundbreaking legislation, including championing the private members' bill.
Mr. Speaker, I'm equally grateful to you, Right Honourable Speaker, for your fatherly guidance throughout my tenure as the leader of the NDC caucus. Right Honourable Speaker, I'm profoundly grateful for the opportunity to address this House as its leader for the final time. Today marks the official conclusion of my journey within the leadership ranks of this august House. It has been a remarkable period during which I transitioned from minority leader to majority leader. With this address, I formally take my leave as the leader of the NDC Supermajority Caucus this Parliament. Mr. Speaker, allow me this moment to extend my deepest gratitude to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the National Chairman of the NDC, Honorable Johnson Esiedun Katia, the General Secretary of the NDC, the Honorable Fifi Fiavikwete, and the entire functional executives of the National Democratic Congress. Leading the NDC Parliamentary Caucus has been an honor of the highest order. Mr. Speaker, the unwavering support and the collaboration of colleagues is a privilege I have never taken for granted. Together, we have risen above our differences, weathered the storm of transition, and forged a formidable and victorious front. Right Honourable Speaker, we celebrate our collective achievement. Let us remain steadfast in our commitment to giving a brighter future for our country.
And that was the former majority leader who is now the finance minister of the Republic, Kaisel Atto-Forsing. Now let's still stay in Parliament because the third and fourth batches of ministerial appointments have been approved. Now the third batch of ministers approved for swearing in include the Ahmed Ibrahim, who was approved as the Minister of Local Governance, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Agnes Namomo Late, who has been approved as the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, who has been approved as the Minister of Trade, Industry and Agribusiness. Now, the fourth batch of ministers also approved include Abla Jifa Gomashi, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, George Opariado, Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment, and Ofori Atta, the Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture. Now, the approval by Parliament sets the tone for the swearing in of these persons, these minister designates by the President, hopefully later today. Now, away from that, the government has donated 1 million cedis to support victims of the Kantamanto market fire, which destroyed more than 7,000 shops in Accra on January 2nd, 2025. Now, the presentation follows a pledge by President John Dramani Mahama when the Kantamanto Traders Association, comprising 13 different groups, paid a courtesy call on him a week after he officially assumed office. Now, weeks after the fire ravaged large sections of the market, affecting over 30,000 traders and destroying more than 7,000 shops, the government, through the Chief of Staff and senior government officials, summoned the traders for a 1 million cedi compensation on behalf of the President. Now, the government expressed readiness to facilitate plans to rebuild the market into a multi-purpose modern facility to enhance business of used clothes dealers and other traders.
Ahumbrasio di CIA any odo yi na di kire sada no ni egusu aye srese ye benya adenti electricity for ni kire yen say sa 25 post na on di beba abaye no wan hwe ya ye adwadefo ni eto ye say eh sika wen ye mu se ne kura de be di aboye ni ebe da nye sika koto pour akuma ku 25 ti ebe sre Yabduru haya omampani twa ye kwan se yamra ho nchen de esre wa ne se ye be hia transformer bi ne hia push na on se ye ntono se
abase na se bi omani atutu atomonsam no ejapade ontimi nka se orozo onka hwe because amanfo bi gra na bi aba 50 200 100 enti omampani so se on na ban ejina Ghana fo nyina na mu epe sika pudu enamafo de no 1 million Ghana cedis atosu biam so ye o kasa mu na am so kan bibi se ne mu akasa mu ahye bibi ase se development in phases sinka hamunum ba me hu eno ehun hihye e wo ho ne bibi sa
Now, that was the Chief of Staff together with some traders from the Kantamanto market fire, where the government of Ghana has compensated these traders with some 1 million Ghana cedis to, help alleviate the sufferings or the burdens they are going through. But yesterday, before the Parliamentary Appointments Committee, some regional ministers appeared before the committee, and then here are highlights their vetting. First of all, we take the vetting of the regional minister for the Eastern region.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Eastern region has numerous tourism potentials, running down from the Kweu area and coming down to Debris, where we have a very beautiful hotel, running down to Esojamai, where we have very, very beautiful resorts. And by the date of where my region is, we have a lot of festivals. We have the Home Festival that bring people into the region. We have the Ojura that brings people close to us, which is celebrated by the Krapin people. We have the Yellow Krobo celebrating Koyum Siplim. We have the Lower Manya Krobo celebrating Mayim. All these potentials bring people around. One of the things I will be doing as a regional minister is to invite or look out for investors to invest into all the tourists that we have. We have the Boti Falls, we have the paragliding in Kweu, we have the walkway in Bunsu. These are all things that bring people around into my region. And with the help of my stakeholders, we are going to do more visibility studies on other potential that have never been gotten now, so that we look for investors to invest into such areas so that we can move forward from where we are now. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, before I proceed to answer the question, I just want to, Mr. Chairman, before I proceed to answer the question, I just want the committee here to know that I have that full respect for everybody on this committee. And so, previously, as I was answering my questions, I had made it on 2 or 3 occasions that if I'm given the nod by this noble house, I've stated this not less than twice or thrice. So, Mr. Chairman, that is what I want to put on record before I proceed to answer that question. Mr. Chairman, coming to the substantive question, it is very true that some areas in the northern region have these witchcraft issues still going on. They have opened centers at various places. At least I know of Ngani area. I know of Ngani, that is the Yendi district. I also know of Kuku in the Nanumba North district, that's Bimbela area. And I've heard of some also in other regions, but I'm more concerned about my region. Mr. Chairman, most of our very old, the aged, are often accused of witchcrafts. Mr. Chairman, sometimes when I see through social media or on telly what some of them go through, Mr. Chairman, it is something that I feel so much. Because I can imagine if my mother or my father had to go through that, I can't take it. Mr. Chairman, I will do everything possible with the traditional rulers. Because these things, if I am given the opportunity by this House to become a regional minister, Mr. Chairman, I cannot say that I can handle this issue myself or alone or with my district chief executives. Mr. Chairman, we need the intervention of the traditional rulers to help.
Honorable nominee and chairman, congratulations. Chairman and nominee at the same time. I have 3 questions, very brief. You have outlined your vision, and I buy into them. You cannot achieve them when there is no peace. Nkwanta has been a thorn on the flesh of Oti region. How do you intend to go about it?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You have rightly said that I'm a nominee. I have my regional coordinating, I will have my regional coordinating council in place, which I have even now. When I'm given the nod, when I am given the nod, I will consult my regional coordinating council. I will consult the security coordinating council. Again, consult chiefs and stakeholders in Nkwanta. From there, we'll see how we are going to solve this issue. Conflict is not an event, and solution to the conflict also is not an event. We will dialogue with the stakeholders and the people who matter. But before we do that, we will have to dialogue with them, establish a conflict resolution committee that will be attractive to all the players of the conflict. Thank you.
Now, these were some highlights from the vetting of 3 regional ministers yesterday. So earlier you heard the voice of Rita Awate, the Eastern Regional Minister Designate. You also just heard the sound you just heard is that of John Kwejo Japong, the OT Regional Minister, and then also following Rita Awate is the Northern Regional Minister Designate, Ali John Adolf. Yeah. That wraps it up for this morning's news. Yeah. I saw you know.
I'm worried. But maybe they cannot, where do we? Theoretically explain what they can do.
Right.
But maybe practically can make it happen. I want to believe that God will help these people.
Amen.
Because that one Eastern region, eh? Hey, what's that? That? What? Well. And I kept saying Obwa because I can't even even if I was a child and I sat in front of this woman, I can't believe what she said.
What she says.
I can't believe her.
Right.
And that is why I say that once I don't know what we can do so that when the person is not convincing enough, you don't go through this. You don't go through.
Right.
Like, don't. If you cannot convince a small number of people in a room, how are you able to work with a whole region? Because to run a region, you're working with the people first of all, and then you're working with the chiefs, the leadership of these regions. So how are you going to do it?
Now, this is why me.
Wait, has Linda Oklu gone for her vetting already? She's not gone yet.
She's not gone yet.
This is why I would sit here and also analyze things and be very worried, in the sense that I remember the president did state that, I think when he was sworn in or something of that sort, that people had lobbied, to get positions, and then he was like, well, he's getting messages, he's getting people ask for or lobbying for positions and all that, but they have to be to the task, you get me? And I have a big question with this whole vetting process. That's why I asked that question. Has somebody been bounced before?
Yeah.
You get it? Because we are not in for, let me put it in a better way. Yes, we are not in for Matra and Makwe. That's one. We are not also in for, we understand loyalty in one sense. So we're in power, so yeah, you can get this, you can get. I'm not saying that's what the president is doing, but I'm just going to give the benefit of the doubt that, as Mimi rightly said, that maybe they cannot really express themselves, towards the committee that, this is what we're going to be doing and all that. You get me? I cringed at some of the questions that
they asked.
were even asked. You get me? Because if a minister of gender is there and you are asking about her land and whether she bought it and whether this and whether that, I feel like we're just wasting time. At the same time, all these committee people would be paid.
Well,
with taxpayers' money.
The news ends here, but remember to visit MX24GH on Instagram, as well as MX24 News on Instagram for news and updates. Don't forget to also read news articles on the go on mx24.app/voting voices. Get the latest news and updates with regards to what's happening. My name is Augustine Edem Kobuti Saint. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Augustine, for coming through. We have some messages that we'd like to quickly do before we get into sports. So this one says, good morning. I am Aben from Kwabinya. Mr. President, you started well with the appointment of ministers, but it seems now you are stepping on stones. Please don't let the grassroots be disappointed with you. Continue rewarding the party members for their hard work. And trust me, we will continue working for the party. A word to the masses. Greetings to Mr. MP, my MP, Honorable Elikplim Ekuru Gudas the Kwabinyam. Dom Kwabinyan, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Tony Ubin, the mining expert, and Louisa Kwache. This one also says that Tuabodom Adanse. My name is Teacher Kojo Tuabodom Adantise. Ghanaians, we are really resetting Ghana. Less than 30 days in government, and they have already borrowed over 6 billion, equivalent to $420 million. We are setting Ghana. We are resetting Ghana. Ghanaians, we told you these people called NDC shouldn't be trusted, and you people voted for them on their sweet messages. Now see what they are doing in the country. President Mahama, your dollar is going up, or that one is resetting Ghana. Ha 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 ha. We haven't seen anything yet. Greetings to Honorable Professor Christopher Amayao Ekunfi, Honorable Martin Oti Jacko, the local boy. Okay, a lot of honorables here. All right, Teacher Kujo. That's it. We move on to sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Good morning and welcome to Friday on the M Club. My name is Sedin Ahmed. Man, it's time for sports, and sports is always brought to you by Betway. Betway bringing you way more chances to win each and every time. This time, it's all about the fan exclusives page on betway.com.gh. All you've got to do is log on to betway.com.gh, place a bet on Arsenal. Whether to win, to lose, first throw in, substitution, whatever bet you want to place, just try it on Arsenal. And you get drawn into a much bigger pool. Stand the chance of being flown into the Emirates Stadium to have the player on the pitch experience. Oof, that would be fantastic. What are you waiting for? Promo runs from now to the 31st of January 2025. Log on to betway.com.gh and start betting on Arsenal today. Remember to always bet responsibly. Bet responsibly. Terms and conditions uniquely always do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. We bet where you guaranteed to get way more. Good morning, guys. Courtesy for boys and girls.
You know that if I was in cloud 9, you wake me up with that shout.
Oh, sorry.
Sedinam, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the best I've been in over a week.
Oh, happy to hear that. Because this is your energy there. Times 10.
Oh, nah, I'll come. Waiting for breakfast.
What's in this? Oh, what's in sports?
Oh, hello, too. I hope you're feeling a minister.
You, let's get into the ministry, though. But you guys like your minister? Do you like the idea of putting someone like that there?
Me? Yes.
Okay.
Reason being?
No, I trust your judgment.
Oh no, but me maybe people might not understand.
No, I trust your judgment. I do.
Yeah, people might not understand. But the sports minister just needs to make Act 934 work. That's all I'll say. It's the sports law, I should say. And in that particular document, it states that any federation in Ghana or association should not take budget to the minister. That to go through the NSA, the GFA should not be having nobody should be having direct access to the minister just like that. Like National Service Fast, right? Then they'll go and see the minister responsible for their sector. No. It doesn't work that way. Let the law work. There are 47
federations and associations in Ghana. All 47 of them cannot be carrying their budget and going to Mr. Minister. And please, we want to travel and go and do training. This is our budget. Then this one come. 47. What other job would he do? So everybody should go through the NSC.
The National Sports Authority.
Yeah, just make act.
Is that what has been happening so far, where they go directly to the minister?
They all go directly to the minister.
So the National Sports Authority is redundant?
They are managing pitches and things. They have reduced themselves to managing pitches, which is not supposed to be so.
Be the case.
That one cry is troublesome.
So run us through the structure. Federations go through the National Sports Authority.
Yeah.
What other thing is supposed is?
Yeah.
Now, in the past, how has the structure been? Has the GFA made sure that things that are supposed to go through NSA does, or it goes every federation side GFA facilitator top?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
They don't.
I just want to understand.
Oh, they don't. That's why there's normally clashes.
So now, what is the job of the GFA now? What do they do?
The GFA manages the football side of things. I will explain later. Okay. I will explain later. Don't worry. Now let's get into sports and start off still with local football, but this time with Gauka, as John Ansah has been elected as the new chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association following a resounding victory in the elections held yesterday at the Gauka Secretariat inside the Accra Sports Stadium. Ansah pulled 95 votes, and that decisively fed off his opponent, Isaac Wilberforce Kumson, who gathered 35 votes. This means that he now takes the realm and he will be Gauka boss going forward. The election drew participation from 134 members, including representatives from the Ghana Premier League, Division 1, regional football associations, and the Female League, or the Women's Premier League. Congratulations going out to Mr. John Ansah. Now, moving on and getting into Europe, where Manchester United, their skipper Bruno Fernandes, he scored a stoppage time winner to give his side victory in the all-British clash at Old Trafford in the Europa League. Game ended 2-1 in favour of Manchester United.
For a foul on the goalkeeper. Is there really anything in that? Six league defeats in 9.
Side of Manchester, they finally be able to clock down their man, Omar Mamouche. He is a Citizen. We'll get into more of that match later. Now let's jet off and get into Australia, as we've gotten into the final stages of that particular competition, and now it's all set for the finals with regards to the females and the final qualifier. He had to because of injury, and that means Zverev is up into the finals, and that he's looking to win his first Grand Slam. In the second semi-final, we'll see Shelton come up against Yannick Sinner. Wishing them all the best. That game actually starts in a couple of seconds from now. My name is Tetteh McCarthy. We're back at 4 p.m. with more with regards to all in the world of sports as we build up to this weekend's action. Remember, we are held on by Betway. Betway, just say get on to betway.com.gh. Place a bet on Arsenal. Stand the opportunity of being flown into the Emirates for the play on the pitch experience. Promo runs from now to the 31st of January 2025. Terms and conditions do always apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly with Betway. You guaranteed to get way more like you always get on MS.
Thank you so much, Selinam, for coming through.
You say we go take the
Yeah. Oh, you take 3.
Omar, then who again?
Omar, there's Victor Ruiz, and then there is it Kashanov? Yeah, Kashanov.
Who is replacing Kyle?
Kyle Walker. There's another person going to come. His name is Cambiaso. He's going to be coming in from Juventus.
Nice. Italy. Yeah. Nice. All right, good. Well, thank you so much.
That's right. So catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insight on mx24online.com. Now let's take a deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
My day is here. It's here. It's here. The weekend. After saying we'll be back next week and confused about the weekdays, finally the weekend is here. Friday. Hi guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Doing.
Looking like orphans. I'm sitting well. We're on TV. Daphne and said them cannot come and stress us here with their energy. Good morning, Daphne. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I am beautiful, blessed, and very successful.
Definitely, and you are screaming beautiful, blessed, and successful with your outfit and your Cartiers and your hair and everything.
Like, no, let nobody go and chase me outside. You are the brand ambassador for Cartier, so please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Jay Kojo Dasibre.
Good morning, Daphne.
My personal mechanic.
Huh. Because,
I don't know.
Definitely
just do your terminal well. That's all.
Yeah, I report to be a
It's
TV.
funny,
I don't like
it's
that.
funny how come anytime that
He's
thing
standing
happens,
there.
I'm standing outside.
Exactly.
For one reason or the other, I don't know how that happens.
Exactly. It's the calling of the Lord. How can you go away from the calling of the Lord?
Definitely. How much will it take to fix that?
I mean, you know, like every time I get to always say, Jay, could you Dasibre my terminal?
No,
So it's like,
for now, how much does it take? You are fix it for you.
Hey, the weekend.
Relax. Relax. Relax.
I come to cross hand and pay for my terminal for me. Then yes. Don't worry, we'll fix it today.
Embryo 50 cedis.
Oh, sir.
Oh, then we'll do it today after the show. Come and see me. Come and see me.
What's in the news?
All right. So this week we had Minister of Tourism designate Jifa Gomashi, and she's been talking about things she'll do when she comes in power. That's for like the creative arts industry and all of those things. Now we have Richie Mensah who has spoken about his 2 cents, and he doesn't understand why we are always, as creatives, we are always relying on government. We are always relying on, oh, this minister has to do this for us, this one has to do this. He's like, we should do things on our own. So he was asked this question on an interview. And he said he doesn't understand why we have to rely on government, especially with when last year they launched the streaming platform. And so that's his 2 cents. He said as creatives, we should do our own thing. We don't have to rely on government. If they're not doing it for us, why do we have to talk about it? Why do we have to stress them, go on strike, But for me, I don't know. Sometimes I also think that as the government also owes us a bit, because at the end of the day, with the creative art industry, we actually help with the revenue. A lot. So let's quickly get into it and then we'll take your 2 cents. Now, the way you should get your body waiting for me, dear. We have to do exactly what we have to do. So renowned Ghanaian record producer Richie Mensah has advised creatives to prioritize hard work and self-reliance rather than relying on government for support. Speaking on an interview, Richie emphasized the importance of professionalism, financials, and generating substantial income, stating that when creatives do things properly, the government will take notice. To empower creatives, Links Group has launched a music contribution platform which aims to simplify industry challenges and provide opportunities to artists to unlock their potential, with interest artists able to reach out. So let's quickly take a look at the video. We'll be right back.
To be big, right? Oh, I mean, is it a type? I'm asking this for the creative sector. You realize that previous government introduced a music streaming platform, and there were plans of also introducing a way to get access for artists to get their songs directly to DSPs without bottlenecks, right? So I'm just saying on behalf of creatives in the region, that would it be something that the government can step in and make sure artists get that type of connection with the tech, and to be able to get a good amount of revenue for artists? Is this something possible?
I mean, I'm going to say something that
people are going to insult me. Yeah, Richie,
they will insult you.
I said I won't give headlines, but I'm going to say something. People will insult me. I'm ready for the insults. I say this to everyone I go to. Stop looking for help from the government. Do it yourself. It's not about whether Ebeba or Emba. You see, to be able to get this distribution deal set up, I had to travel a lot, and I hate traveling, by the way. But I had to travel a lot, go to a lot of places, meet a lot of different people, see how they're doing things, and be able to get the connections I needed. And one thing I notice more and more everywhere I go is nobody's waiting for their government.
Okay.
The private sector is doing great. Then based on the private sector doing great, the government gives support. The whole thing in life is the same mentality I had, that if I need somebody in the distribution space fighting for Ghanaians, why am I waiting? Let me be that person.
Okay.
That's the same way every entertainment person, every creative needs to realize, why are you waiting for the government? Do something for yourself. And then anything that comes after that becomes a bonus and takes it to the next level. But if you are sitting there waiting that, somebody who is here for 4 years is going to suddenly care so much about only your sector and transform your life, it's not going to happen. The truth of the matter is everybody who does something has an end game. So you need to position yourself in a way they can benefit from you. Like I always talk about the fact that California has a higher GDP than Texas, which means when you are sitting in Washington, you understand that entertainment is bringing us more in taxes than oil. So when you see that in LA they are passing laws that favor entertainment, or the US is doing some particular program to favor entertainment, it's not because the current government loves music. It's because there's money there. So if
it makes money, it makes sense.
Thank you. So when we entertainers start doing things properly, when we stop swerving taxes and we start making some certain amount of money, and the government realizes that, hey, if we push more here, we will make more money, they won't have a choice. Let's stop giving people a choice and thinking that we are special, so we need to be chosen. No, let's work so hard. You don't have a choice.
We need to make it make sense.
Thank you. Make it make sense. You enjoy the looking for handouts. Do something.
There you have it from the mouth of Richie Mensah. Let's stop making them feel you're special. Mimi, what do you think?
If you notice, whenever you bring up a story and I disagree, I jump into it before you start the story.
Okay.
But once you mention Richie Mensah, I know he's not a loose talker.
Okay.
I know he speaks on facts and he's very calculative when he's talking about, especially entertainment conversation, because he's been here long enough to know that, like he rightly said, I'm coming to make the headlines again. I don't like to do this. But his voice carries weight, and he's very careful about using that weight. What he just said is all we need to hear. So I was very careful on waiting to hear what he has said. Listen, if we give these entertainers, and I'm going to reiterate what he said, if we give these governments, the many governments that we're going to be dealing with, no choice than to invest in us, because again,
like something to work with.
Give them something to work with. If all we do is act a joke of ourselves, what is there to invest in? What is there to invest in? What are they coming to invest in your joke? When they give you a script to read on television, you're not doing it. When they give you a stage play to act, you're not doing your best. You're not even raking in the amount of money that could, if you're swerving taxes, you're not doing the right thing. You're not investing in something that could even generate a certain amount of money for yourself.
Yeah.
So much so that they'll be like, and I have a scansha, I say. Because we've done all the calculations we can do in this world, and we realize that if entertainment is taken seriously in this country, this is how much it can bring to us. But at what point do we get to actually making it happen? At what point? And so yeah, JKD,
what do you think?
If anybody is going to sit here and be a Ghanaian and feel, I don't know about other countries, and feel like the government would consider them as special, then they should go and get reborn again.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. That is why there are other ministries. And if you're not going to pull your weight, they'll focus on other ministries and leave you out. You get it? I think we've cried enough, and our government is not looking at this sector, and our government is not looking at creative arts, and our government is not looking. I am excited about how the comedy space is even springing up now, and I just hope that they will continue hitting there till the government goes like, hey, Charlie, no, let the government go and do their own research and realize, say, hey, no, Charlie, this side there, we for push. You get me? Yes, and it can only be collective. You get it? Because individually, yes, we can do our stuff like, me say, then maybe we're seeing it. But it takes two to go. So if I'm doing my own and I feel like, no, I can give a help to Mimi's own so we can push and we are all in the same space as, let's say, broadcasters or presenters, why not? Then the government will go like, oh no, this is a force to reckon with. So let's push.
Definitely.
So because if you realize, they started taxing the comedy events.
Yes,
and it's because they started and realized that these people are making a good money, you know, there's something in my head I want to say, good money, right? And so it became important to tax the space. It became necessary for them, like, the reason why the government started taxing sanitary pads, because when you look at the number of people that use sanitary pads in this country, if we start taxing even 1% of the monies that go into sanitary pads, that's some money the government can use for something. So they are looking for where they can make money for the country. What can you offer so that we put our money in it? Because it's like an investment, right? Putting money in something and getting some sort of return. What are you going to do? Are we putting money into you for you to go and stage play that nobody pays you? Then what are you doing? You're entertaining us, really.
That's true.
So something has to give, and their brain has to give.
Yeah.
They have to do something.
Yeah.
You know, because this guy sitting there, I'm telling people, the kind of money this guy is going to make with that new platform he's brought in, it will shock you.
No, so you're trying to say like the government doesn't own us, or like we have to work for it?
Because at the end of the day, okay, so what I'm trying to say is that the government owes us as human beings. He's responsible for us as human beings who live in this country. Now, when it comes to the fact that we are creatives, what are we doing even with ourselves?
But is it not a long time coming? Because this conversation has been, but now it's quite visible, Mimi. It's quite visible that we are doing it.
How much does the movie industry give government every year? We want to do that, and I'm not saying they don't. How much does the movie industry contribute to governments, to the GDP of this country? How much does music industry contribute to the GDP of this country? Comedy and other things. How much? If we're putting in money and they're not supporting us back, if you're paying taxes, we're not dodging taxes, we're paying taxes, and they're not giving it to us back, we have a conversation to have. Like, you see what happened on the motorway, right? We're paying toll every day, and people started dodging it. They started protesting that we will not pay the toll again if you don't fix the potholes. There's visible cash going in there every single day, but the potholes are there. Now you can hold government.
Yeah.
So let somebody do the math and give us, government, that you owe us. You really do.
Next week I'll bring you the math.
Please do.
We're moving on away from that. Now, this is quite a dicey one because I just finished watching Young Famous African. And have you watched Young Famous African yet?
Season 3?
Yeah, season 3.
I fell off on episode 1.
Season 3, episode 1.
Yeah, like I slept.
Since then, it's been on hold.
It's been on hold. I'll go back to it.
Okay, so we have one of the cast that were in Young Famous African, that is Kefiwe Mabota. And so she's a social media influencer, very beautiful lady. She looks like Chidinma Adetina.
Really?
Look at the face.
Maybe because she's light skin, I can't see it.
Well, she does. But guess what? Quite a dicey one, because just after Young Famous African, yesterday she posted on her social media burning clothes, especially clothes that are made from Versace, saying that she has found the way and her eyes have opened. She has found the light, which is Jesus Christ. And, Versace is Medusa head. So she's burned the Versace. But there are so many people on social saying that why not donate the clothes. But this is what she had to say. And so let's quickly get into it. South African media personality Kefiwe Mabota has clarified her decision to burn her high-end designer clothing, including Versace and Gucci items, following her commitment to Christianity. After facing backlash on social media for not donating the clothes, instead, Mabota explained on Instagram that her decision was rooted in her faith and biblical principles, citing that such items are considered accursed and carry deep spiritual implications. She believed that giving the items away would be passing on something she no longer stands for, and instead chose to burn them to distance herself from what she sees as contradictory to her Christian values. Oh. This lady has gone through a lot, from after a divorce to her recent divorce and all those things. I think she has found God. That is why, what's his name? Perez Music. He said after broken hearts is when he found God, you know? So she's found God through that, and she's burning all her designer items. Do you agree with the masses? She should have donated the clothes.
Hey, first of all, these masses people, who are they? When you were going to buy them,
where were we?
As simple as that. It's my money.
Hey, do you know why?
Charlie.
Maybe sometimes we'll say on TV, oh, it's because of Jesus, but do you know why she feels like it was necessary? Maybe the means of getting that thing cry is wrong in her eyes.
Her explanation said it all. That Versace is like Medusa, head of Medusa. So she says Medusa. It doesn't link with.
Oh, I think that
Christianity.
I think whatever you're convicted to do, just do it. As long as, because you see, this journey of Christ is an independent work, and not your experience is not the same as mine. How we encounter Jesus is different. A lot of people have intense encounter with God. You can never explain what they're doing.
Right.
And so for me, I'm here to say, Hannah. So one, I'm excited. I'm happy for her. It's going to be a very beautiful journey for her. She's a wonderful looking young lady. I think the kingdom has gained.
Imagine her being Mama Gio right now. Look how she's dressed. You know, before that she'll be bringing. Nice. Well, congratulations to her. I just needed one, but don't worry, Beno. Now we're moving on. Now, Paris Fashion Week is on, ladies and gentlemen. We have some African celebrities that have showed up. One talked about look that I'm going to talk about is Omale. So can we look?
Ew. Is that his own hair?
Oh. What do you think about this look?
But the hair too. Is that his own hair? Hey.
What do you think about Omale's look?
It's very fashionable. Fashion is daring. Fashion is crazy.
Fashion is daring. Will you wear something daring?
I never.
JKD, this look on you, what do you think?
Well, I like it.
You like it? Oh, I thought he was going to go like I don't like it.
No, but the jacket is nice.
The jacket is nice. It stands out. The colors.
It's the hair that's.
The colors are bright.
Colors are bright.
It's something that even if he steps into a room, everybody will just turn back and go like, okay, who's this? You get it. So
one thing that people were talking about is it's okay that you're dressed like you're dressed like this, which people say it's quite feminine. But to be on the Paris Fashion Week red carpet holding a bag, doing this, the video he was doing this and all those things, people are like, hey, what's going on?
Is he Gabriel? He is Gabriel.
Yeah. Let's see the next one. Okay, hey, Davido. Simple.
I love me some Davido.
Simple one. What do you think about this? Oh, this is Hania.
It's not exciting, fashionable, but it's okay. It's more.
No, he went to watch.
Oh, watch, okay.
It's side. Mr. Easy.
Hey, but we're not seeing the full outfit.
It's side. It's side.
It's okay.
It's side. Next, please. Okay, I think these are a few of the African celebrities that made it to Paris Fashion Week. We're still looking at more from Paris Fashion Week. I'll definitely bring some more on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all we have for you today on Entertainment News right here on AM Club, the biggest morning show right here in the country, in Africa and beyond. My name is Daphne Flashley, of course. Every time you see me here, you know it's time for entertainment and lifestyle and what is trending. Today, I look beautiful, fantabulous, exquisite, amazing, and I...
Exquisite, wow!
It's okay. Sometimes in life, you gotta like take the risk. Exquisite. So. Exquisite. Anyway,
why does this girl always sacrifice herself to be like this?
Let me mention my outfit before they sue me.
Move. The dress is by Big Girls.
Big Girls.
Shoe by Big Girls. Pearls. A chain by Cartier.
Period.
Brooch by Chanel.
Away from Cartier.
Period. They sent me an email.
They sent an email. Watch by Cartier.
Period.
Earrings by Chanel.
Period. You've done it for me.
I've done it for you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the show. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daphne. I don't know why you like to sacrifice yourself to me, but it's okay. I like it. I like it when I have to shout out loud and laugh at you. But thank you so much. It's always a delight to have you come in here. Now, in today's dynamic business environment, it's a robust workforce is
You were laughing at Daphne. They are laughing at... Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Today's a Friday, guys.
You are allowed to laugh at me at this point.
Please start over.
In today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. And this is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond task and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. Please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. At Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, switch to Teleself and today experience incredible bonus non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and loads more. Now, new customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus. Wow. Data on every broadband renewal to keep browsing. To subscribe to Telecel fixed broadband for these amazing offers, dial *900#, *900#, or use the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail outlet and get connected. Terms and conditions. Well, that's about it for Coffee Daily. It's brought you kind courtesy Carbo Coffee. Carbo Coffee stays there with you every moment. Make sure you grab a Carbo Coffee for the weekend, all right? Up next, let's get into the Urban Gospel Frenzy. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner. Feel good. Feel good. Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Over 20,000 winners.
In total, we spent about 4.5 million Ghana cedis.
Telecel More Money promo gave Ghanaians the chance to win big simply by staying connected.
Really 30,000 for Telecel.
With every data purchase, we paid school fees, grew businesses, and improved over 20,000 Ghanaian lives.
So far, you're looking around 22,500 winners. And what you are witnessing today, which is the grand prize, is 1 million Ghana cedis.
1 million Ghana cedis! The cash prize I won was 1 million Ghana cedis. Use this money for my education.
At Telecel, we're committed to connecting people and spreading positive energy. Thank you, Ghana, for choosing to stay connected.
Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. A-Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroupgh.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere. The offers get even better. 10% discount on first order, free delivery. Note that you can pay via cash on delivery, Momo, and Visa. A-Z Department Store, lifestyle redefined.
Your home, your sanctuary, and a reflection of your personality, your style, your dreams. At Accento Projects, we understand the importance of bringing your vision to life. With a decade of expertise, we've mastered the art of transforming spaces. Right from historic restorations to modern marvels, we solve complex building problems with creativity, craftsmanship, and dedication. Whether you are renovating, restoring, building anew, or simply refining your space, we listen, we care, and we deliver exceptional results. Accento Projects Limited. We don't just build structures, we bring your dreams to life. Contact us today at on 02-0888-2722 or 027-114-2749.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Cookie?
One day Cookie calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo album. Ghana, if somebody go, blah, blah, even for the media space right now, go talk your mind right now, they go talk to you, they go blacklist you. Event organizers, they go boom on it, balance money.
Politics was a part of our group. One of the times we featured on 9,010 laughs. Fluid, so I called him. So speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight. Yeah. Always know that you live to fight another day.
I feel say we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. But the business part, we know the add on to whatever we do.
Me right now, as I stand here, everything is about marketing. If I do
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like they were like 17 people or 20 people.
Long live high school play. We are more than
Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly. school clique. Don't go nowhere, silly.
Thank you, Mama, for your love. You are a blessing from above.
Charlie, me, when it comes to the gospel, I get crazy, and everybody knows that. I mean, it's one commitment. Like, I wanted to say something, but hey,
anyway, somebody should gotta watch you. If you don't know,
no, now I want to. It's one of the promises that I give to God. That's for urban gospel. I will push out.
I see the agenda.
You see what now they won't compare them to. The whole.
The mini.
The whole.
The cathedral. Yeah.
You promise.
Because if God promise God, you Ghanaians, you have a habit of promising God enough of a living.
You know what? So me dear, it be one thing we, I promise God. Say as for
you go push.
Gospel, I go push out.
So if somebody for the urban gospel fraternity stress you or do you something bad, where the thing really, really, really hurts you, you go still they push urban gospel because that's where the commitment is
It's not
tested.
about the person, it's about the gospel.
You sure? Me, I see a lot of people who could die for Christ.
It's not about the person.
Who stopped going to church because one pastor, not all pastors, one pastor hate them.
But the thing here be say, as you grow for the thing inside, there are certain things that you would understand. You get it. So it depends on the individual.
I've been hurt before, so I don't. Never say never.
Anyway, yem come it's here for urban gospel.
Urban gospel for no. Yeah. Remember that this is not how we run the show, though, guys.
I told you guys
today's Friday.
No, today's Friday.
So we're taking it easy. You know, we're usually very diplomatic.
And guess what? Some two people enter the studio inside. I don't understand. But Joe, you know, tell me, see, these boys they come. These boys they will feel frustrate my life. With them.
But before we get into the big conversation for this morning, let me share with you some amazing packages we have for you. At Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusia Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's well-being, okay? So contact us today on 050-0546-645-465 or 0503 80381.
Passionate about interior design but don't know where to start, or maybe you are an aspiring designer looking to elevate your skills, look no further. Introducing Design Lab by Selom Dreammaker, powered by Accento Projects Limited. Now, comprehensive training and coaching courses are designed to solve the biggest challenges faced by both budding interior designers and construction teams. From mastering the latest design trends to understanding client needs and project management, we've got you covered. Whether you're a complete beginner or looking to refine your skills, or our courses offer something for everyone. Learn from industry experts, gain hands-on experience, and join a community of like-minded creatives. Register to reserve a slot for our January sessions and transform your passion into a thriving career. Our students have gone on to create stunning spaces and successful businesses. Ready to take the next step? Contact us today on 020-888-2722 or visit our office at East Legon, Adjungana Design Lab, where your design dreams comes to life.
Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. A to Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana, is now live online. Yes, we're going digital, so we're live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we have redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroup.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere. A to Z Department Store, shopping redefined. And of course, I keep telling you that we have 10% discount on any purchase online. So just jump on there. You can buy with Momo, Visa card, MasterCard, whatever card you're holding, you can purchase online and thank me later. Okay? Now let's get into the conversation for this morning.
Urban gospel.
Yeah. It's a phase of gospel that was introduced to us not too long ago, but not too far away, right? So we started following this type of gospel, and it happens. Like, is this also, praising God? Does God like this? We've asked God. God is not complaining like that, but I mean,
God not talking anything.
You see that thing? So, I mean, it's sparked a lot of conversations, but most importantly, last year at the TGMAs, a lot of conversations came up.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot categorize.
Yeah, baby, I don't know. And then Friday. And 2 days sister
Friday, I hate it.
And then Friday too. We will pardon you. We will pardon you. But the whole thing is, it
cannot be put in the same box as all types of gospel.
Yeah.
And so they fought for a category to be put together for them or designed for them.
And it has come.
Good news is that we do have that. And so now we are going to be, what's the category called again?
So is
Urban Gospel Song of the Year.
Gospel.
What are you doing?
I'm blessed. And how are you?
I am beautiful, successful, and excited to be here.
Hallelujah.
Yes. I don't care at whatever JKD wants to do, but let's get into Urban Gospel.
Straight.
Okay. How are you doing though? Let's just start with Happy New Year.
Many happy returns, and it's a pleasure to be here.
You were talking about a song that you would have rather we played,
right,
than the Happy Mother's Day song you did. But when did you release the song for mothers?
Okay, I released the song last year.
Okay.
Yeah. Leading on to Mother's Day. So, yeah, it was purposefully for mothers.
Absolutely.
So my reason for saying that, I thought because we are here for urban gospel
yeah, we would have done something else.
Maybe another song of mine might have been played.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But I just realized it was a matter of.
It is. But how do you feel about this new category that's been put together for you?
Wow.
And the fraternity you belong to?
Well, before that, where were you when you heard about it?
Okay, so I was somewhere. I was heading to a friend's house. Notifications pop up, and probably you might be tapping on something, and then intermittently. So I tapped on a notification, and it led me to a group I belong. We have a WhatsApp group, various ones, but this particular one had that screenshot. It's a while. So when I chanced on it and saw it, I wanted to verify. I went to the official GH Ghana Music Awards
the
page on Instagram.
Do we really need an urban gospel category at the TGMA, since it's still gospel that we're doing? Can't we just all be in the same category as every other that we're doing. But I mean, I had different types of explanations to what in the same box as every other gospel. Wouldn't it have served the same purpose?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because the sound is different. Let me say the sound is the same. Sound is different. The culture is different. And that's what separates genres. For instance, when you take dancehall, the genre is different from hip hop, right? So I think
makes absolute sense what you just said. All right, cool.
Yeah, we've got 1,000 and Rush the High Priest also joining us via Zoom. Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Yes, how far?
We did. Everything cool.
Everything fresh.
Yeah, nice one. But we say, okay, you did a car inside, nice.
You know, funny enough, I'll be like 6 minutes from the studio.
Oh, and then bra, yeah,
feel this vibe at all.
Yeah, sharp. But quickly, I mean, before you get here, about this category that has been separated for the TGMAs, what's your take quickly on that?
I think it's a step in the right direction, in the sense that you don't. So it's very nice to see that gospel music is being noticed. Let's not take away people like yourself, people like the artists who a step in the right direction. Is it? But it's a step in the right direction. That I'll tell you. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to leave you alone to drive to get here, and so that we have a conversation with the.
I'm at the gates, cry.
Right. Joe, back to you. Is Rush on? Okay, all right. So Joe, back to you. So now that this category has, come to the TGMAs, what when there's been a category that has come, I think the group of the year, which was there for a longer period, and then they decided to scrap it off. Right. So then that means that there's a capability that some categories could be scrapped off for whatever reason it is. But what is it that, the urban fraternity could in this category been there for the longest time?
Wow. Longest time. Well, in my view, I think we have been doing this. You said something about urban gospel coming up in conversations just about last year, right? But it will surprise you to know that urban gospel has been in the system since a music genre, sorry. Urban gospel is a movement. It's been there since. I heard about urban gospel when I was in senior high school. I'm talking about 2012, thereabout, right? We've been doing this for the longest. Award scheme places a confidence in the industry or the mainstream space, right? So we have to do what we are doing, but to expand it to that industry that keep pushing, keeping the message we've been preaching, and also inviting support. Like, our churches do a lot, I mean, and the church has been supporting us. So we call out to our fathers and mothers and the youth out there who enjoy our music to come support through their support behind us. And I think these are some of the reasons. Maybe my colleagues will add more to that.
I think you're very right when you say that this genre has been in the system for a long time, because I think very quickly Ghanaians are beginning to forget that Kwesi Oteng used to do urban gospel, or he does urban gospel. He got some level of acceptance because maybe, and I'm not going to sit here and assume I know why he got that level of acceptance, but maybe Grace was there at the time. But he as a brand, and that's why a lot of people are complaining that this thing is not sustainable. Because even Kwesi Oteng, who pioneered a certain movement, where is he right now? Why is he not doing the kind of gospel that he wanted to do for as long as he wanted to do it? What happened to him? What happened to the brand? Is it the system that caught up with him, or the brand is not sustainable? That kind of music is not sustainable. So again, I'm going to try to add a little bit to what Jay asked. The reason why they scrapped off the group of the year was we don't have a lot of groups. And so that category, and that was one of the reasons. But it's not something you can. Today the group are together. Today they are no longer a group. All of these discrepancies are stifling the growth of that particular category. So they had to scrap it off. How are we going to really be able to sustain that category? Again, we know 1 Man is probably coming. So he who is very passionate about, because I know he's one of the people who went to start shouting about, you people have to find this category in that TGME. So he's probably going to ask. Hold that thought and have him answer, because you've answered your part. Let's talk a little bit about you and your journey in urban gospel music. You chose to do this kind of course.
I'm a musiker. Okay. Like right from my teenage, I've been a music lover and quite a hip hop head.
Okay.
So while I was in senior high school, I was quite popular. Like
for doing hip hop.
For rap.
You didn't happy.
So
okay.
I nearly got it, but something happened. And so before I would get out of school, God in His own wisdom started working on me and changed my heart, changed my desires. It's a long story. I can't detail it all. Yeah. So that changed my perspective on life and my Christian life in general. And I came to the realization that there is a creator who is my creator, and then because I am not of myself and I do not have the gifts that I didn't manufacture the gifts that I have, but the manufacturer gave it to me for a purpose. I must use it for his purpose. Right? So I then saw that if I have this gift, and back then, when I used to rap in Sina, I saw the effect of what I was doing. And so, if rap could do this, then I would like to do it for God. And also to win souls for Him. So this is what brought me into urban gospel. And I'm talking about 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I quickly, before we get to 1 Man, there's just something about your branding that I love. And I just want us to say, how many of the hats you get? How many? Because the combination.
I've lost count.
Lost count.
I've lost count.
Wow. Is it customized for you, or
I'm yet to bring my own merch? Maybe 1 Man will support me on that.
So we have 1 Man in the room right now. Good morning.
What's up?
You're welcome.
I need to buy a Tesla at this point.
Yes, at this point. You can't do this.
No shake.
Let's quickly get TGM's category. I know you probably were one of those people. You are one of those people who have actually pushed for this. I was asking him a question earlier, and I need you to answer that for me. Jay had a concern, like, how are we able to sustain this category? How are we able to do this? And I gave him an example that, listen, when Kwesi Oteng came into the system, he came with, the youth were excited to have that kind of music, but over time, we do not see him again, and as efficient as we would have thought that, a brand like that would be. And one of the concerns of people when you raise the conversation of urban gospel being added to the categories was that we're not able to sustain it. These people, then, the craft is not sustainable. How do you defend this, and how are we able, in your opinion, to sustain that category to be there? Because it's possible that they're able to take it off.
You guys ask solid questions, so I'm not going to even lie. One thing about the gospel, it's recorded to be the oldest archaeological piece of history ever. If you are doing things by the gospel, you should be sustainable. If from creation, Adam's time till now, the word is still the same and hasn't changed, you, the gospel artist, needs to make sure that your foundation is right. God will sustain itself. But that's one. The second thing is we need to tap into different forms of creativity. We are too shy and too much in the box, and I think we're very much afraid of what people will say. And they've spoken. they will keep talking. That's why we'll be here on platforms like MX to explain certain things. So sustainability, yes, it is. I think now, I'm a friend of mine that now you can actually do a wedding without any secular music. Now.
Yes.
If you gave me 3 years ago, I'll say no.
Yeah.
But
true.
now?
Yeah.
Where? Back to back bangers. And funny enough, now gospel music is being played more in the clubs.
Yeah.
So I don't know who is sustainable now. Because we there now I don't know how, but we found our way in the clubs too. I was at went to meet a group of people at some beach house. They had a whole segment of secular music, then a whole chunk of gospel music from Nasir's Aseda all the way down to your favorite gospel jams. I'm like, hey, and then the gospel handle DJ in the spirit. We're just waiting for the time that the Holy Spirit will vex and convict certain people in the clubs. But then I feel like we are on the path to sustainability. The only difference between one generation and another is community. We can put egos aside and put individual missions aside and even put like financial quote unquote gain aside to push this agenda for the people coming behind us or for ourselves. Bruh, we'll be doing crazy things. When we were coming, you guys said you have a personal commitment to push urban gospel, and your vision is really good. I don't even lie.
I do.
And this is not the first time he said it. I think the first time I came on the show, he said the same thing. Imagine if we had 10 of you just pushing for gospel to enter the spaces. We won't let you down. Then you know that your investment is going well. Right. So it's sustainable. Yes, we need more platforms. We need to market ourselves well. But I was listening to Richie Mensah yesterday, and he was like, let's not be waiting for the government to do something for us. We won't also be waiting for the world to do something for us. We have to push in there. Now we have what? I think like 3 categories now. Gospel Song of the Year, Gospel Artist of the Year, Urban Contemporary Song of the Year. Yeah. We'll take it.
It's going to get better. It looks like, no. Are you expecting more?
Not from TGMA as an institution.
Okay.
Then that means that we've also limited our reach. They are doing what they can. And to be fair, the public appeal, the mass appeal is not on gospel music. So for them, they're a secular institution. They are trying to also push gospel music as hard as they can. And for them, they see that, okay, no, it's time. These guys are making as much noise as they need to. So let's push them in there. I'm expecting more from us, the artists. Not from the event organizers, because you do more for somebody to call you on a show. If JoChurch wasn't interesting, or I wasn't interesting, or Rush wasn't interesting, you guys wouldn't put us on.
That's spirit.
So we have to keep pushing. We just have to keep pushing.
Rush is online right now. Rush, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, well, how are you doing today?
We're good. Unfortunately, you couldn't make it, but yes, we good. I'm going to put you straight on the spot. I mean, yes, I know we are all happy about this category that has been infused with the TGMA, but I'm going to put you on the spot. What are the names or the songs that you're looking forward to get nominated in there? Top of your head.
I'm looking forward to Let God Be God by myself and Nanayao.
I like the way you push yourself first.
I'm looking forward to having Oweni over there. I'm looking forward to having Scott Evans. Scott Evans over there. I'm looking forward to having JoChurch. Like Nana was saying, the chunk of music in the system right now that you not deny having a good time with. Do you understand? So I'm looking forward to all these people. I mean, people that I might not even remember to mention their names, but I'm looking forward to their songs from there, yes.
And since it's the very first of its kind, would you be shocked if, let's say, it's kind of really tight and streamlined? Because when it comes to urban gospel, you guys are a lot. I was telling people that, and they were shocked. They were like, you sure? I was like, them chow. He be say, them chow. He be say, you know, hear of them. He be now you can't hear of them more. Right. Them chow. Right. You get it. But would you be shocked if it's just streamlined? And would you also be shocked if it's open wide and you see a lot of names in there?
Number one, I wouldn't be shocked if it's streamlined because they have criteria they work with. They have what they are looking for. And I feel like TGMA has a standard that they work with. So I wouldn't be shocked. And I also wouldn't be shocked because if it's open for everybody to be there, because our brothers have really worked. You should see what happened in December with the Oasis Collective and Anaya himself. You should have seen what happened with Scott Evans, you know, Grace is Luxury.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had an event in our church, Kindness Encounter. Bro, like, we are working stuff that is pleasing to the eye and it's also bringing people together. Listen, I have people coming into my DMs speaking about what Urban Gospel does for them.
Yeah.
I was at the outside Oasis Collective and another their event. This group of girls put up to me and I just thought maybe they were trying to look for directions, because they normally have stands that they sell stuff, Christian merch and nice juice and stuff.
Yeah.
And they came up to me and was like, yo, we don't know about you, but because you did a song with Nanaya, now we've discovered you and we really want to thank you. Don't stop doing this because you're inspiring us, because you are giving us a reason to turn back to God. And I'm like, listen, positive testimony. This is good reason to still be in the business of doing urban gospel music.
Yeah.
So I just keep on saying that, listen, this movement is expanding and you'll be, should I say you it will be sad for you to be left out.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
It will be sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rash, thank you so much for joining us. So Joe,
you're welcome.
Now this is there. So I don't know what criteria they're going to use, whether they're going to use from 2024 to now. I have no idea in terms of the songs, for nomination. But what are the projections for 2025 in your camp?
Well, I see it as a clarion call to all of us who have been pushing this for ages, that it's time for us to go harder than we've been going. Yes, because it took a long time for us to be recognized in the award scheme, right? So it's a clarion call to all of us to wake up, do more, and a year by this time, they should have a problem selecting what song should be on the category, sorry. Because in as much as we don't do this for the awards, we push the kingdom agenda, right? And if Rash would do a song with Nanaya and be approached by a group of girls, as he calls it, and say that they are going to support him and push him, that means we are making an impact.
Yeah.
So we should continue pushing and making that impact we've been called to do.
Any new songs from you?
Exactly. This year, I go fire one out.
But what's the new one? What's the new one? What's the latest one now?
We are still in January.
Yeah.
But I can promise you, in February, I'll be dropping a new song called Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Nana.
Champion. How far?
Looking at Nana.
Ijapa played.
Nana break. My film. What
are we doing this year?
This year, everything possible different. Last year the economy I didn't feel so well, but this year I hope everything's on Deliver Fresh. I mean, from nature God. For me personally, from my camp, we're trying to drop a musical project every month to end the year. So, our first drop is coming on Saturday. You heard it here first. We haven't told anybody. So exclusive, guys. Coming on Saturday. It's myself, David Danks, and Kofi Kakari. I promise you. But I said that yeah, testing system make a crap, but it's coming out on Saturday, and we promise you will dance. You will dance. And I think Kofi Kakari dance. You will dance. So that's how we want to start the year.
Okay.
I just want to say this to all Christians everywhere, all believers, and all music lovers, right? This is a win for gospel music. Let's not forget there's an industry side of things, there's a ministry side of things. What helps us as artists and as people is focusing mainly on the ministry side of things, selfless. That's pushing God more. But in order to be established, you need to recognize there's an industry side of things, and this is what it is. It's a beautiful thing that Charterhouse, the board, TGMA have done, and let's congratulate them for being very foresighted, because it is. I saw the tweets online. I think Olele Salvador posted it. And I went and I see my name in there. I'm like, hey, Charlie, I didn't know that you people, they watch we like that. It's giving some of us hope to work harder. It's like you're doing something and randomly someone claps for you. Like, oh, I didn't see this. And people like King's Kid, Scott Evans, Regardless, Jay Shady, I could mention the whole Avengers, Jay Smoke, all those guys. They've done well. They've done well. We need to throw them a random party.
that Chalima ya dear, Maya dear, copy sound, Munina Maya dear, because you did it before we came in. Now people like us can have a voice because you guys have laid the foundation. As to all the urban guys that started out, preachers, SIS, all those guys, we grew up listening to their music. Now we can also say, we want to sit with you guys and let's also make the music. So the category there, it's solid. People like us will keep working. We'll keep trying. We might not have an award, but there's impact somewhere. There's impact to be made somewhere. So this is a celebration of music. Let's try our very best to be open-minded towards the gospel, because Paul said, unto some I became, that I may win some. So let's do this however God wants us to do it. Let's reach out to the people, and we'll just keep giving you guys what we can. Charlie, if you have people like you supporting us constantly, I don't think there's anywhere we can't go.
Great. Joe, quickly, your social media handles.
Okay, so you can find me on all social media handles at JoChurch. Sorry, I don't know what.
Is the heat?
Play us through, let's go.
Is the heat coming this year?
JoChurch _ JoChurch_ as well as on all the streaming platforms, JoChurch. And you'll find me. Follow me, DM me. I'll share my links with you. We talk and we find ways to push urban gospel to the top.
Nana already.
Thank you for watching FX. That's all I'll tell you. Thank you to these two people. Hey! But thank you guys so much.
Thank you for always showing up.
Rush the High Priest, thank you also so much for joining us. And I mean, I'm super excited about this. I mean, the day I see I scream. It's
a big thing. Yeah?
I say, yeah! That's what I do.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
And I'm excited. Rush, you're still on, right?
Yes, I'm on.
Yeah. So quickly, so please, which you two, the new one, when will they expect them?
Expect some bangers very soon. Honestly, I was supposed to be on a break, but God is just asking me, yo, you can't be hiding. So I mean, why rest So I'm exclusive. I'm currently working on something with JoChurch. It's gonna come out soon. So
I see.
Don't not tell you.
But it's not mine. It's not mine.
MX gets to play first.
Yeah,
agree.
Right. Exclusive.
Yeah, great. Gentlemen, we wish you had more time to do this.
We're working on a lot of songs. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, gentlemen,
Thank you so much.
coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
We would have loved to do this longer. In fact, we're waiting for the launch of TGMA5 and all the amazing stuff that is going to come your way. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you for having us.
And to you out there, thank you for watching. We'll be right back after
gospel,
this.
thanks you.
We have recorded tremendous success in ensuring that the vision of our founding fathers does indeed become a reality.
We welcome you to the next Africa Prosperity Dialogues and the Africa Prosperity Champions Awards, which take place in Accra, Ghana from the 30th of January to the 1st of February 2025.
I will work to foster the partnerships that transcends our borders, and I'll work collectively with you towards regional stability, economic growth, and mutual respect.
We see our Africans to have a better future.
We indeed have what it takes. There is no dream which is too big or impossible.
On occasions like these, we give ourselves an excellent opportunity to showcase the difference we can make.
To register, visit africaprosperitynet.com. Africa Prosperity Dialogues 2025, delivering Africa's single markets through infrastructure. Invest, connect, integrate.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Yes, let's talk aerobics, ladies and gentlemen. Most definitely, it's time for us to get into Junction Mall Aerobics. This is the normal
family.
McCarthy. Last year we were just talking about the final year, and all too soon we are back to the routine.
Starting 2025.
So how are we starting?
To be honest, we are expecting a few more coaches to come on board.
New coaches or new coaches?
No, the old ones will still be available, but then people are willing to join in, like coaches, and you know all these coaches have their own clubs, so they are all trying to come in. So we are still trying to.
Getting bigger and bigger.
Getting bigger. So we are trying to figure a way around it, that each month we select a number of coaches that will take part in the whole aerobics thing. But then with the giveaways, it's still the same thing. The coconut will be there, the juice will be there, the free water. So those ones are constant key. They don't change. And then the 10% from Decathlon on set dates, like tomorrow. We are offering 10% for participants. I keep saying participants. So if you are not participating, you are not part of it. So this year, we just want to keep the healthy life still going. We don't want to stop, because if you stop, it's not a lifestyle again. It's more like people stop, they eat junk, and then they just keep resting. No, we don't want to do that. So it will keep going throughout 2025. Every last Saturday of every month, we still go.
So there you have it. Every last Saturday of every month. Please, it's the Junction Mall Aerobics. And you're not just coming to burn calories or anything of that sort. You're coming to keep fit, keep healthy. And then after that, on the lifestyle, also on the side, you get some freebies here and there. Of course, there's water, there's coconut. I've been there. So I mean, they see the whole movement. And you got a 10% discount with Decathlon too as well. So, I mean, all these are coming in packages. If you're not going to be there this year, part of your resolution, make up your mind that you're going to keep it fit. Because sometimes you're just there and then your leg, they feel some way, or you feel stressed a bit. Like, come and just energize yourself, all right? Most definitely.
Funny enough, it's like that. If you don't work out, like me, for instance, if I don't work out, I feel not comfortable. Sometimes the system is not okay, weak. You do get my point, but when I'm working out, I'm always like confident, I'm always strong, I'm always going. So I think it also has an influence in our daily activities. So at least 2025, if you've never been, if you never came for the 2024 edition, 2025, we have 12 months, which each of them will be having it. So just try and be part of it so that at least you can have that confidence I get when I work out. You get it.
Are we still going to have Life Healthcare Center?
Oh yes, so Life Healthcare Center will be there. Jibu would be there. MX yourself would be there. We really want to appreciate you guys for what you did last year. You've just been doing so good, publishing it out there. People are looking and also coming. We want to thank you guys. We want to thank Junction Mall for the initiative, and they didn't quit. So we are still continuing this year. So we want to thank them as well. Thank Decathlon as well for the partnership and then the going, the coaching. All of them was from Decathlon. If not Decathlon, to be honest, we wouldn't have even started this in a way. So we want to thank all these people, all these sponsors for hopping on board and then keeping the event going.
Well, thank you so much for coming through.
You too.
And, you know, we're going to be having you every single last... when it's getting there, I know that McCarthy is definitely going to drop through. Most definitely. So, please, tomorrow, yes, at the Junction Mall, Junction Mall itself, okay, it's the Junction Mall Aerobics. Make sure you come through. Come early as 7 a.m. Bang, bang. That's when it starts. If you come 7:05, by that time, we've already burned maybe like 12 or 13 guy, you guys, and I can start. No, come on time. Let's work out, and then we all leave in time and in good shape and in good health. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow at the Junction Mall. There's more coming your way right here on the AM Club. Up next, let's talk about Dirty December. I know this guy has all the money right now, but anyways, we'll talk much more about that right after this. We'll be right back.
I had audiences, so I ended up playing 2 clubs one night, 3 clubs one night. I'll do 2 locations in a week in one place. I was like, you know what, let me just add all that dates.
Yeah.
And I just created like a schedule, and then people started sharing my schedule. Okay, so that was literally the Dirty December guide.
Wow.
And then it just became...
How many countries are we talking here?
In total, I did 7 countries last year.
Whoa, 7.
Yeah, 7.
And these are African countries, right?
Yeah, these are African countries. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to start home before I even go outside.
Wow, so it's on your screens right now. I mean, that schedule was tight.
That's crazy.
Run us through. Whilst you were doing that, how did you keep your tempo? Because you know this job is me been there, done that. And we had to, lay back.
Lay back, yeah.
Because the energy alone.
I tell you, my brother.
What were you thinking? Like, why you go take energy drink or something? Like,
so sometimes during the week. And then,
wow.
But the passion for the game is always going to be one thing that drives me to do the work the best. And one main thing is also keeping my body in shape. I'm young, so exercise is definitely needed. Yeah. Cutting down alcohol is definitely needed. There are a lot of things that, if you want to be at your maximum, level, you have to minimize and, level some things up. So yeah, basically that's what I was doing. But I think most of the time, just rest. I rest a lot of times. Like during the night, active in the day.
You're off.
Exactly.
So I mean, during the day, nobody's gonna call you or anything of that sort. So you just put it off. And
I mean, if anything, my management will definitely handle. I wasn't even doing interviews. So what I do is after my tour, then I do the interviews and everything. So that with that one, there's not too much pressure. Like after show interview, it's just shows in December. Maybe after December we could probably continue.
What's the response like? I mean, we know people love to party and here and there, but do you think there'll be a time where things may shut down because of one or two reasons? I mean, because you're in the space, apart from being on stage or anything, what are some of the things that you feel like, well, you could improve, or it could be improved on, so it doesn't tarnish or it doesn't bring down the momentum?
In terms of Dirty December, or in terms of
Dirty December itself, let's get into that. I know you started your tour from September thereabout, but let's get into December.
I think for Dirty December, it will just be much like we actually need genuine support from the fan base. We need genuine support from our actual Ghanaian music lovers, Because I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The whole of last year, 80% of the concert goers and the concert attendees were all diasporans. And 30% of the people that came to the show that were supposed to be Ghanaians, these were, should I say, Ghanaians also coming from outside the country. But the actual people who lived in the country, the citizens, we didn't go out December, trust me. And it was because of the notion, Boga for another town, so, things they cost. Yeah. So basically, that was the whole motive. So it made the locals, it made the citizens actually stay back. Then everything was run by the diaspora. But when we do that, the music or the quality music that Ghana we are producing is getting washed down. So it gets to a certain point whereby me as an MC or as a host, we try and get it. We find it difficult because now this is not our normal crowd. This is some crowd that is using our land like a tourist site. Yeah. So now the people will for back you, the people will for give you the energy, they're not there right now. So I think that is what we have to just look at. Maybe next time, let's cut down some prices. Let's make some things, much accessible to the local people, because these are the people we die for. Yeah. These are the people who say Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. It's because of the people that live in the country from January into December. Yeah. So it shouldn't just be concentrated like around one particular season.
Yeah. But wouldn't you agree that another positive side would be the fact that these people coming down, soaking it, and then taking it to the other side? Because yes, we keep on complaining. We're like, we don't want the local champion. We want to expand, and that's the only way where we can reach to the Grammys and all that. What's your take on that one?
What is there to soak if there's nothing at all to show? Because we are not showing anything. I mean, we live in the world of internet now, so people are literally traveling not because of the music anymore, but they're traveling because of content. They're traveling because it's nice. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not shading them, But I mean, at a certain time, if the originality or the culture is not being preserved, it's only going to be, we are just going to affiliate, we are just going to give ourselves into anything that is going to be of, you know, focus or trend, you know, because now, trust me, the music I used to hear in 2018, 2019, 2020, I don't hear them no more. I hear the same type of genre throughout every night. And not because of the DJs or not because of the organizers, but it's mainly because of the crowd. If the local crowd, there's a type of music that will play. But now those people know the. So what I told it's like literally moving the diasporans from their country, coming back to Ghana, and then they do the same thing they have been doing in another. All that's different is maybe the environment or the location. Aside that, there's nothing that's changing. So I think for me, the most important thing is to preserve the culture, preserve the music, let the actual key roles or the elements of the industry actually still be there. Don't take out the factor that, oh, it'll be December, so we want high price. No. Tony, because at the end of the day, Ghana will die for. So if Ghana's not in the equation, I think you're just doing it for fame or you're just doing it for clout.
Most definitely. I know when it comes to a hypeman situation and you have to have that synergy with, you know, the DJ. If that synergy is not there, it's not going to work. You know, sometimes this one is here, and if we don't have that combination and that communication, it's quite difficult. Because you tour a lot, I mean, I'm sure you're going to be meeting different DJs. DJs maybe you've not even met them, you've not worked with them before.
And that is what I'm trying to change this year.
Oh, wow.
So,
tell us about that.
So for me in particular, I believe, you know, the growth of a craft or to actually demand respect to a particular craft, you definitely have to move with a particular team, move with a particular vision, or move with a particular aim. You understand? And we can only achieve that if our people are with us. So just like what you're saying, every day I meet new DJs. Every day some DJ that I never played with them before. So it's more like, man, because there's nothing special because they know that, oh, okay, what he does, another person can do it, another person can do it. Because he's not coming with his own DJ, he's not coming with anybody, he's just coming to play with a DJ in the country. So last year I made it known that, you know what, if you're gonna play with me, you play Afrobeats. So I don't play, I'm a piano, I don't do other things, I just do Afrobeat. Because to me, the biggest exports we're having as Ghanaians or also as Africans is our hip life, is our culture, is our Afrobeats. So yeah, I'm a pianist, I do a little bit of that, but at the end of the day, it's African music I'm pushing for. So whatever DJ I'm playing with, I have to let you know that you have to play African music, because if it's not African music, I don't think we can.
And have you had a tough moment where a DJ is like, no, this is my own sets too as well, I know what to play and everything, and it's become a confusing thing?
I've actually had like a couple of them, like two, but you see, at the end of the day, it is the understanding. I definitely have to understand why that DJ is also giving me a tough time. But I mean, this year, I'll be back in March, and then like I said, this year I'm not moving with anybody, I'm moving with my own DJ.
Okay, and who's the DJ?
Baba DJ.
Baba DJ.
Yeah, she's an amazing female DJ also. I respect their culture, and I feel like it is time the female DJs also rise up. We can't let the male only dominate this industry, because at the end of the day, the females, they excel in that category. So yeah, man, this year, 2025, me and Baba, and just not me, OJ, a couple of DJs that I mostly work with. These DJs, me and them are trying to have, like, you know, a rapport.
Okay.
So that at the end of the day, whoever is coming to book Michael Nichols knows, okay, you can't watch Michael Nichols for Afrofuture, DLT. You see, say they play with some particular DJ. Who will be that DJ? So now I'm not the only one winning. Everybody's winning at the same time. You know?
Well, we know we have. Okay, after next week, we should have, let's say, 11 months to wrap it up for 2025.
The time is
and look
ticking.
for the time is definitely ticking. But till we get to the cocoa season, which we all do know that is definitely
cocoa season is every day.
Is every
that is what I tell my friends. So sometimes after work, my friends say, "Oh, Charlie, December end, right now, where you go get the money for it?" You know, that is not where I actually get my money for. I actually get a source of income from tours that I do outside the country. These are my most biggest value to me, because at the end of the day, I respect whatever is going on in Ghana, but you see, when I come home, it is all about the passion. It's all about letting everybody be happy at a point. So I don't really do it for the money. I just do it because I feel like my country people for enjoy. And for enjoy what then they produce. Because it's through Ghana, it's through the streets in Ghana that I had to learn a lot of the things that I learned from Choco, Jamestown. I learned all these things from here. So I feel like at the end of the day, the real people that actually want to experience it, they don't know where you are. They don't even know that I'm on the TV right now.
That's true.
You understand? So for me, the visibility is just more like, after December, the whole year is for my country people. So tonight like this, I'm going to Ashesi. I'm performing at Ashesi tonight. In March, I'm coming back again with another tour. So it's called Michael Nichols Live in series. So that is a 3-month tour that I'm going to do throughout Ghana. I'm going to do Kumasi, Takwa, and Accra. I also have my headline concert that I've been doing. It's been 2 years I did that concert, Zulu Whistles. So I'm bringing that back this year. So this year is going to be the 2nd edition. And I've started doing a day party. So, I mean, if you realize, the whole of December, there wasn't anything like a day party. You know, be happy at 2 a.m., 11, very, very late times. And then this is a culture that Ghana man time. I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of it, and I really want to change. I know it is not a one-man thing, and that is what I keep on saying it. You play a role, the cameraman play a role, I play a role, production team plays a role. You know, because at the end of the day, Ghana man, but we two will be collective, and this is our industry. We dominate. We tell them what to do.
That's true.
So my part is the party scene. So where I am the leader, I command and I tell you how the experience is going to be. Because I am mostly in that field and I know what's going to be best. And I feel like this is that time, 2025, as a collective or as an industry, we often frown on that thing, Ghana man time. When they say a show starts at 9, it has to start at 9. Ends at 10. Because now, last year, what I really feared a lot was the foreigners coming to the country, you give them the time, but they'll say, oh, Ghana man time. So right now, the foreigners are now adapting to the Ghana man time. And that is slowly destroying everything. It goes down to destroying vendors, because if you don't come early, who will buy the macho? If you don't come early, how the show will start? If you don't come early, you go create traffic. You see, and you might think it's just timing, but it boils down to even destroying the culture. Because now there's nothing like day parties in Ghana. I don't remember the last time, apart from Aimula, shouts to Maxwell Ajavon, apart from Aimula, I don't even know when like we have actually had like a proper day party or a CEP 2 p.m. There's no longer day. The last time I saw that was outdooring. You know.
Anyways, well, Michael, thank you so much for coming through, and we're looking forward to all that you've spoken about this year that is going to be happening, especially the day party, which we're excited about it because me Beckett, I know you like.
I should be seeing you. It's happening we do it every last Sundays in every month.
All right.
So it's literally like the last Sundays. You don't have to rush. Once in a month. So every once in a month, just key in your calendar. And there's a proper vibe from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. I don't MC. Nobody MCs. It's just pure music and actual.
That's right.
No stress. It's an actual free space. That is what I believe. I believe in the creativity in Ghana. So for me, it's free. I don't charge no money.
That's right.
I just need to come and have fun.
We love that. Quickly, the social media handles again.
Michael_Nichols. I think I'm everywhere. Just Michael Nichols.
Michael_Nichols it is. And of course, he's an award-winning hypeman MC. And trust me, this guy is just making waves. His energy is on a different level. Unfortunately, time has been fast spent. I would have asked you about mixtapes, but I'm sure definitely, would have you again. Would have you again to have that conversation again. But anyways, thank you, my brother, for coming through. Nice. All right, what a week it has been right here with the AM Club. Someone like Daphne loves her Fridays because she knows it runs to the weekend. For me, Friday looks like Monday already. But anyways, please don't do anything we wouldn't do. Please be safe. Make sure you're acquainted with us when we're off camera. It is MX24GH across all platforms. You're looking forward to any news when it comes to politics. It's mx24.app/ voting voices, okay? But for this show in particular, it's mx24.app/AM Club. Don't miss any action because we would rightly be with you every step of the way. Please enjoy your weekend. Have a wonderful one. My name is yours truly, Jay Kojodasabre. Thank you so much for being part of this. We'll see you same time next week. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.